Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about the second book coming out of the Milestone universe reboot that nobody asked for at this point. Icon and Rocket. Icon and Rocket came out, and I gotta say, no, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I fell asleep at the boredom of this damn book. It is literally a rehash of Icon and Rocket. It's a little bit updated, but it is literally like, my God, what was that? Y'all could have easily just skimmed through that. I thought y'all would have picked up after the events of what happened in Static, or after the events of the Milestone Zero issue. That's what I would have thought, not an actual one for one telling of Icon and Rocket story. That you literally could have picked up issue number 1 of Icon itself, like the first run, in order if you really wanted to get that. I don't get what the hell Milestone was thinking with that one. Like, I'm glad you kept the origins for both Icon and Rocket, but I just would have preferred you picking up where the original series left off at, to be honest. Like, that's what I would have wanted to do. What should have happened is it should have picked up where the last issue left off at, but like a solid reintroduction. Like, okay, the first couple of pages reintroduce the characters, bam, let's get into action. Let's get into Rocket saving somebody, let's get into Icon saving somebody or whatever, and having their little banter of youth versus old. You know what I'm saying? That's really what should have happened. But it didn't. It was literally the same retelling. So, because at first I was like, wait, when I picked up the book, I was like, I know this ain't the same retelling of the story, right? So I read the book, and then I went back and read Icon again, because I was just like, let me make sure. And I was like, are you kidding me? They really set up here and retold the same story. And there's nothing even, besides retconning and rebooting a character's origins, to retell the origins as a reintroduction is kind of like, what the hell? It's like you guys forgot how to just give us the A, and the B, and the C, and that's it. Y'all got to give us everything in between A, B, and C. No. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about that. Just point A, point B, point C into the book. That's all you had to do. I don't know what Milestone is doing, but like I said, this relaunch isn't really all that well done, to be honest. And I predict that it's probably going to get canceled. And what's going to happen is the Dakota characters are going to show up in just DC Comics, like random comic books. They might as well. That's what I've been wanting. Milestone and the Vertigo line and the Milestone. You got all of these different characters that are part of the DC universe. You don't have to reboot them. Just reintroduce them into the world of DC and just act like they've always been there. Period. That's the end of it. Why overcomplicate things when you ain't got to? Excuse me. I don't know why everybody think they gotta overcomplicate this entire thing. I keep trying to say, you don't have to overcomplicate any of this stuff. Just treat the characters like they've always been here. That's all you gotta do. That's literally all you gotta do. Just pretend like Icon, Rocket, Static, the Blood Syndicate, Hardware. All of those characters had just always been in the DC universe. That's it. We know the Vertigo line is part of the DC universe, and they barely interact with the DC universe except on certain occasions. And that's it, really. So why not go ahead and just treat the characters like they've already been here? Because to be honest, I would have loved to see more of what will, because Rocket is the first teen mom in comic books. Let's not take that away from her. She has a child. Stop taking children away from superheroes or villains. If their children already existed prior, keep them there. Do not retcon the children out of existence just because you don't want them to have the kids anymore. That's not how that works. You, as a parent, you don't have a kid and just be like, I don't want it no more, so let's pretend like the child doesn't exist. Let's retcon him out and let's try again later when we feel like it. No, she's the first teen mom in comics. I know some people didn't like that storyline or whatever, but hell, Dwayne McDuffie and them was staying true to what happens in the real world. Girls do get pregnant early on, especially when you grow up in the projects or the hood, whichever one you want to use. It happens, but don't take that away from her. I'm just saying, when I read the book, I just was expecting more. I was expecting them to pick up from where they left off, where, you know, they were fighting drugs. They was doing some drug, I think in the Zero issue, they were fighting some drug dealers or whatever and stuff like that. And then they took a break, and then they heard about the stuff that was going back in Dakota, and they flew back as fast as they could to see what's going on with the city. That's what it should have did. That's what should have picked up. Just like how Static picked up right after that terrible, Black Lives Matter protests, retcon origins that nobody asked for in the Zero issue. You should have did the same thing with Icon and Rocket. How did you really miss that? How did you miss that? And for God's sakes, don't even. Okay, fine, whatever. You're going to do it anyway. But just like Power Girl, go back to the original costume for Icon and just go back to it. It looks better with the green and the red. Don't even do it, because it's one of those updates that nobody asked you to. Nobody asked you to do it, but you decided to do it. I don't know. I mean, I really don't have much to say, because if you read the original Icon issue 1, it's literally like that, just a little condenser. But other than that, really nothing happened. And that's the real truth. Nothing happened. Nothing at all happened. And that's the sad fact. Nothing happened. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's literally it, guys. I can't really stress how much nothing happened. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.